Another day, another project. Yep, and we tore it down. Throw this intro and we'll talk about new products, the machine, and what we're doing today. We're gonna wash it down and get all that scum out of there before we start the build. Coming up. Welcome back to the vlog. Today's a cleaning day on the Razor. We did tear it down. It's pretty much all the way down to where we start to build it up. Yes, the suspension's not off of it yet, but we wanted to roll it outside and wash out all the crevices in that. Switch you around here so you can see all down in there. Because we are doing the NRP gated shifter in there. So we wanted to clean all this up, get down in there. We did tear out the old stereo, and we want to pressure wash all this out. So you can see in there just the kind of the muck and everything. Because it is getting an MB Quart stage 5. They will be up on the site soon. We are just working out logistics to get that stuff up there now. But yes, we will start offering audio. It's something we don't have up there now, but yep, she's all gutted apart. Basically now we're gonna pressure wash it again. We got some new cleaner in there from the local detail shop. He said to try this because he uses it to clean vehicles before he ceramic coats it and that. He's the same guy that did our vehicles. Phenomenal. Ceramic coated 5 years. So, and the abuse that we put the stuff through, it's quite drastic. So definitely going to try that out. Going to wheel this out, pressure wash it, and then get you some video of that. And then we're actually going to walk through. We got a handful of the Nitro racing parts in today for to go on this. Things of beauty. Absolutely beautiful. We're just waiting on the gated shifter that is just finishing up at anodizing because they didn't have the red, so that was just finishing up. So we'll have that next week. They're actually going to do the cage on this too. We did talk to them today. We've been looking at a partnership in cages and that, and they are local. This might be the route we go. Yes, they can do them now. We just don't know if they're gonna go up on the site because logistically we're still working that out. Because shipping, with us being free shipping on everything, it's very difficult to, or not difficult, it's a challenge for us to figure it out, but that's what, you know, the business mind does. So we're gonna roll this out, pressure wash it so that it can dry overnight and that, and then we can tear off the suspension tomorrow. So see you in a minute. Well, she's drip drying. So we got her good and clean. It's nice to do every once in a while. Took advantage of this being torn down to really get it, you know, hose out the radiators and that to get as much of that clay dirt and nastiness out of there. It makes it easier when we're assembling everything back on there, especially electronics and running all the dual battery setup, running the gated shifter, running all the switches, the lighting, all that stuff. Makes it easier just to blast it all out. I know you guys wanted to see some of the cool stuff. Flip this around. So this is the first thing going up there. The light's kind of getting finicky. It's actually all billet, machined aluminum belt cover. And with a rubber gasket on there. So when you put your belt in there, it seals. Comes with, look at that, the machined knobs. Tighten it down, and then depending on your cage size, it'll mount to that. All billet aluminum, anodized. That is just a thing of beauty. Machine markings. NRP actually does their own Razor and X3 wheel bearing greasers. So you just pop the wheel instead of pulling it all apart. It's pretty snazzy stuff. So that's here for the shop. This will actually go on the machine. These are the rear sway bars in red. The links, and all the fine detail in there. I mean, it's hard to see, but. And these are the upgraded bushings. So FK makes two different, JMH and JMX. The X is the PFTE. That's the stuff that basically lasts for years. You don't have to oil them. You don't have to do anything. All the squeaking and that is tamed down to a minimum. The rear pull plate. Pretty snazzy. Of course, all that stuff's on the site. And the rear radius rods. These are the upgraded, it's hard, you can kind of see it in there. On the product site, you'll see there's two images. And you can tell the difference if you look here on this lip. The lip is different. So your cheaper radius rods, what happens is they do what they call an injection, where they inject it in there. It's a nylon, it slowly wears away. You have to grease it, or a lot of people use motor oil every time you clean it. They're sitting like this because we're doing some photo shooting with them. But you can see the red, pretty much some of the most bulletproof ones you can get. Different colors, different anodized or powder coated. The nice thing about anodized is when you whack it a couple times, it's actually sunk into the aluminum. So when it's in the aluminum, you can take different shots of scratches and that, and it'll still hold the color. With powder coated chips off. So this actually stays on there pretty good. So all this stuff is loaded on the site. You can shop it all now. Most of it is in stock. Traditionally, this stuff will ship within 24 to 36 hours. Some piles of the stuff we're yanking out. The old radio, the rear cover, because it's getting a Trinity exhaust. Doors are on the ground there. We are going to Madigan Motorsports doors. They have a pretty sweet setup, full door, all metal, very popular. That's why they're taking forever to ship, because they're just some of the best made doors out there. So that's about today's day. I got to go back to the office and take care of a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to let this drip drive pull this in. And we should have more coming up shortly. See you later.